Hola, bonjour, ¿cómo estás? Hope everyone is doing muy bien. I hope y'all enjoyed my intro. I have been wanting to do that for the longest time, but y'all just figured it out. I was today years old when I figured out how to do an intro. Yes, y'all. So we are back a little bit early about hot topics. I hope if you are just now, you know, going on your lunch or just getting off, you all can just, play this in your cars while y'all staying safe. Or if you're at home cooking and doing the good things, you can listen to me in the background. All right. Yes, yes. All right, y'all. So in my comments, hey y'all. Hey SSB. How you doing? How you doing? Um, so, like I said, I came on here a few minutes early because I thought my meeting was gonna go a little longer, y'all. But I got time today. So before we get into the things, everything I'm gonna talk about is for fair use. Okay, fair use. We're gonna use this for research purposes. Okay, it's something is fair in use. Identify certain types of use, such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Okay, we are doing some research and commenting, honey. Okay. Yes, y'all. Okay. All right. So without further ado, because I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. Okay, we got other things to do around this thing. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with the first topic of the day, which is Kandi. Kandi's on Broadway, y'all. She's on Broadway, y'all. So that's my background. Y'all like my background? It's so jovial and so Christmassy. I just figured out how to do all of this stuff. So let me get that off the screen. Okay. All right. Let me also see if y'all should be able to see my screen right here just fine. So what I'm going to do here is hold on, let me see. All right, there we go, right there. All right, y'all. So Kandi is on Broadway, y'all. Kandi is looking really good on her Juliet, Broadway, and she says she's feeling effing perfect in Broadway's and Juliet and finding new meaning in, Pink's hit song. So I got to see some of the clips of Kandi singing and, her pre-Broadway and just, um, letting us know what she has up and coming in. Hey, shout out to Kandi. So y'all, Kandi says that she is starring as Angelique in a hit musical, and Juliet. She is a Grammy. I think Kandi is an EGOT now. I think Kandi is an EGOT now. Shout out to Kandi. Yes. She said no matter what that she has going on, that she feels effing perfect. And as she should. And to you all that may be going through things out there, no matter what you're going through, no matter what life throws at you, as long as you're doing what you love and praying through it, y'all keep going. Don't give up. Just because something is not working right now, your relationship not working, you're not might not have a job right now. Life don't stop. That is God testing you and putting you through the test of the things to see if you're going to sustain, keep going, the keep goings of it all. Hey, Adore. Y'all make sure I go follow Nails by Adore. Okay. And SSB. Okay. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. All right, y'all. Now, I want to talk about this because, like I said, I just really appreciate seeing Kandi smile through it all. You know what I'm saying? Because not a lot of people that we've seen in the reality world when they're going through something that they can sustain. One second. Call the police. Hush, hush. Oh my God. Hold on, y'all. All right, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm back. He's definitely barking and doing. I don't know what he got going on, y'all. I have no idea. But anywho, so I really appreciate seeing Kandi, do this. She said that there's obviously a lot going on right now in my life, off stage, but it feels good to have this to focus on. And she said this is so much fun for her that no matter what's happening, it just takes you out of this space, and that's something that I can appreciate her doing and saying, because she really genuinely looks happy here. Like she looked like she did when she first met Todd. On the Real Housewives of Atlanta, when they had, met in Africa, and they came on our screen and stuff like that. She looks like she's happy like she was back then. So, shout out to Kandi for, praying through it all, because I know that she talks about like her faith a little bit, and she says that, again, that don't matter if we see her smiling or not, she's still going through it, but she just she continues to put on a brave face, and just show us that no matter what life throws at you, you can continue on and do great things. And she said that doesn't mean that Burruss isn't aware of how much is shifting around her, but returning to the boards for the first time since she made her debut in 2018 feels like a steadying force at exactly the right time. She said, at first I was a little nervous, and I'm not going to lie, I have not performed on Broadway in 8 years since Chicago. So she did another show called Chicago, and she said that's a long time. And yeah, she toured with Escape, and it had good acting roles. But of course, she wants to be on point, and I want to be right on. And she says she feels strong about it, and she feels good, and she's ready to go, y'all. And so she made a song by Pink. She made a famous song by Pink. It's taking on a new meaning for Burruss. She said, this morning I said, I need to be singing these lyrics to myself, Burruss said of the 2010 anthem. She said, I'm always in my head doubting myself, even though I guess it may look to other people like I never have doubt. She said, but people just see the shiny parts of the corn, right? She said, you don't see the other side where it's kind of dull. It's kind of like, oh my God, I don't know if this is what it's supposed to be, what I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm really hearing those words now. So as you can see, like I would play this for you, but I'm not gonna, I don't want to get struck, because that is the view. But I'm just so happy for Kandi. And going back to her saying that she was nervous of it all, Kandi girl, we didn't see you in some of your hardest moments, and you rise like a phoenix, honey. So just keep doing what you're doing, because for one, she has her daughter, she has 2 daughters and a son, that are looking up to you. And as long as you continue to show up for yourself the best way you can and show up for them, that's all that matters. And again, keep praying through. She has Mama Joyce, she has a beautiful circle of friends and family. So again, just shout out to Kandi, because again, she is continuously showing us the way of how to get it out here. If you want something bad enough, you're going to go chase it and do those things. An example for myself would be me trying to get more in this, getting more versed in the YouTube space of doing commentary and such and things. I'm not going to stop because only one person watching. I appreciate y'all when people watching. Hello, somebody. Maybe one day, you have to be down before you come up. But one day, I'm gonna have thousands of people watching at a time. You all just bet you, my golly, wow, yes, hallelujah. But shout out to Kandi. You know what I'm saying? She continues. She continues to say that she is playing Juliet's nurse, Angelique, in this musical, a role that she says feels personal to her. She said, I'm Juliet's protector. I'm nervous for her. And instead of letting her run off into the world, I run with her. And in the midst of that journey, find out things about myself, Burruss says, describing her character. She says, and I know what that's like. She said, my daughter Riley, she stepped out into the world doing her own show, The Next Gen NYC. And she said the same way Angelique is trying to protect Juliet. She said, I feel the same way about Riley. I want to be her protector. Kandi looks good for almost being 50 years old. Don't she? Don't she look good? Look at her. She looks happy, healthy. Look at her. This Bob now, I ain't gonna lie, it took me back to like season 3 or 4. She looks good though. Kandi looks really, really good. She says in the years since playing Mama Morton in Chicago, which was her first Broadway musical, she said Burruss has remained connected to Broadway, becoming one of the busiest producers in the industry. So that's really good. And helping bring to the stage 5 plays, including uh, the acclaim revivals like The Wiz, Othello with Denzel Washington and Jake, that guy, and the upcoming Joe Turner's Come and Gone with Taraji P. Henson and Cedric the Entertainer, and there's a few more. So go look up all of her plays and stuff. She says it says when the opportunity for And Juliet came, Burruss jumped at it, saying she knew it was time to remind the audience she's not just behind the scenes. She said, I really want to come back to Broadway as a performer, not just as a producer. The No Scrubs songwriter said, no, I don't want no scrubs. Scrubs are gonna. Hey, okay, she said, I don't want people to just put me in a box. And honey, we do not put you in a box, child. We know what you do. She worldwide Candice, okay? I mean, worldwide Candy. She letting y'all know, y'all. Um, and she had a few of her people show up, including Riley here, Tamika from her group Escape. She had Tiny and their beautiful daughter, Tiny and Ti's daughter. Harris was there, and then Ti himself was there. So it's just really good to see. I want to read everything, but it's just really good to see Kandi, like, and despite her going through a divorce, y'all, she has a jovial spirit, and that's something that you want to continuously have, because you don't want to be a sourpuss while you're going through something. Don't get me wrong. Maybe in the beginning, like maybe the first few days, you might be a little sourpuss or something like that. But in the midst of it all, Kandi is doing her big win, and shout out to her and her family. Hope to interview you one day, Kandi. So if you see this, hey girl. But yeah, shout out to her. So that's what we have on Kandi. And also, if you have not checked out any of her Broadway shows, I haven't seen any of her Broadway shows. Feel free to go check out her Broadway shows, y'all. I'm pretty sure they are amazing. Like I said, I've only seen clips of And Juliet, and so far so good. All righty, y'all. So we are going to move on. We're going to move on to the T.I. of it all, y'all. Now, I saw this clip about T.I., and T.I. was talking about the church. And he was saying, like, what a lot of people already say, about the church. They say that they feel that church is a business. Shout out to the Shade for the information. I'm going to put up my fair use disclaimer, okay? Fair use disclaimer, okay? All right. So yeah, T.I. says he feels like the church is a business and compares it to the show on Broadway. He says the word is the word, but sometimes they try to twist the word. You know what I'm saying? So let's listen to what T.I. has to say, and then I give my commentary.
Grandmama, you know what I'm saying? My auntie, strong, very, very strong in prayer. So I know how to pray, and I know the word. You know what I'm saying? I know God is real, and I've seen the presence in the hand that he's had in my life personally. Don't nobody ain't got to tell me that. I just ain't never felt the connection with church.
Why?
Man, I don't know. It just ain't. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think it's real. You know what I'm saying? I think that it's a business just like anything else. And it's a show just like anything else. You know what I mean? Just like you go to Broadway, you see a show. I feel like it's just like somebody standing up and public speaking, just like you get like a TED talk. And a lot of times they be putting a lot of cap on it. And when I say cap, I'm saying cap in their action. The word is the word, but sometimes they try and twist the word, make the word mean something, that will be personally benefiting to them, and not necessarily what the word mean, as its purpose. And that to me, because if you think about it, and only times when you read the word, anybody know the word, and you study the life of Jesus Christ, the only time you really saw Jesus Christ lose his temper was in the church. He went to the church and seen what was going on in the church, seeing how the church people were handling the word of God and what they were doing to manipulate it, to personally benefit from the word of God. That's when Jesus got mad. Flip the table.
Oh, that's when he flipped the table.
Yeah, flip the table. You know what I'm saying? And you had Jesus out here like he don't love hip hop. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But that's why. Cause I connect with the word, like the true word, the spirit. I don't need no broker. I don't need no middleman. I don't need nobody to get my word. I done heard a preacher, I've been in church before, and the preacher say, come on, y'all, put it to the collection plate, dig deeper, get your prayers past the ceiling. I say, hold up, wait a minute. Y'all telling me I got to pay this joker. You know what I'm saying? For my God to hear my prayer, man, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's unfortunate. Like that. Those moments are unfortunate.
I mean, they are, and I'm not, and I don't put that on the entire, because I think for the most part, there are people who are strong, church going, God fearing people that go to church with the intention of serving and praising God. However, I think there's some leadership. There's enough people in enough positions that understand that there is ways to manipulate this word to personally benefit.
All right, so that was T.I.'s commentary, y'all, on the church being a business and his words, y'all. And hello, Pisces 45 hour. Welcome to the chat. Okay. All right, y'all. So my commentary on this is, honestly, I don't disagree with him, but being a spiritual person as I am, you know what I'm saying? I don't disagree, because I mean, let me say this: growing up in the South and going to church every Sunday and Wednesday, you know what I'm saying? You just see so much. You see folks, oh, hallelujah. Hallelujah. And then you see folks, the minute they get out of church, they cussing you out, they smoking, they doing whatever, which to each their own. I ain't here to judge, because baby, ain't none of us perfect. Baby, I'm still working on. I don't curse as much, but I'm still working on something like that. Y'all want me to be candid, you know what I'm saying? Baby, ain't nobody out here perfect. But one thing I can agree with T.I. on, it does sometimes feel like a business. Let's go back to, I don't know if it was this year or it was this year. One of the famous pastors, can't remember the name, up there asking the folks for X amount of dollars. Then when they don't got X amount of dollars, they up there, bashing them in front of the church. Who want to go to church when y'all up there doing it for the money anyway? Who want to go to church when y'all ain't even living y'all life right? Who wants to go to church and follow your word when you ain't even a steward of your flock? Like, it makes no sense. Now, don't get me wrong. We all do things. All of us sin. I'm just gonna say it. Whether you lie, whether you take something without telling somebody, you're not being honest. Whether you're not, whether you're not telling, you're not being truthful. We all out here sin. My thing is this: don't fault people who do go to church, who do follow the word, who are faithful goers. You know what I'm saying? Hold them accountable just like you would anybody else, okay? And please know, the church goers that do go and, they are like pro, like church is good. You should be in church. You should be in church. You all cannot, you can't make people feel the way you feel when we are seeing constantly the contradictory of it all. You get what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Like, I'm going to continue to praise and worship my God, okay? Because y'all know that's how my channel, that's all I do on my channel. I praise the Lord first. This ain't just a show. This ain't for just the internet. This is who I am. But it's a difference when it being who you are, and then you all go into a church, and then you only see one facade of a person, and then you hear and then maybe see something. It doesn't work like that. Be your authentic self. Shoot, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I'm still working on some things, honey. I'm still working on this. Still working on this mouth when people make me. God is still working on my responses to certain things, okay? But I ain't out here just saying, oh, you should just go to church. You should just go to church. I am telling y'all that, give God some glory, or give your higher power some glory and praise. You know, it don't hurt to say thank you, Lord. You know, when you wake up, you know, Lord, forgive me for my sins, or whatever you believe in. You know what I'm saying? It don't hurt to do that. But I ain't not here just bash you and stealing it. No, because what you gonna do is what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And to Pisces 45 power says no one is perfect. They don't know what the hold on. Okay, control. Right. Uh, Vatican. Okay. I would have to agree. And my whole thing is this. He said something in there. They try to give you the word, but then try to twist the word. That's my whole thing. Don't be trying to be out here twisting the word when, again, you out here telling your congregation, come as you are, but then you get on the internets, and it comes to the internets, or even just in I'm gonna use down south pastors. I done been around alleged pastors that, you know, they embezzle some money from the church. Now, how you gonna embezzle some money from your flock? How you gonna do that? And then up there trying to tell the people that they ain't living their life right because of XYZ. No, you ain't living right, and you ain't the right person for this congregation because you stealing money. What is you doing? But then got so much to say. Like so again, while I am, you know, spiritual, and I believe in, you know, my Jesus, you know what I'm saying, and God, hallelujah. You know, I'm not gonna be out here just bashing y'all or bashing people, or even just, you know, I ain't even gonna try to persuade you, because at this point in this day and time, it's so many people that rather not believe than to believe. That I'd rather you find Jesus on your own. I'd rather you find the Lord on your own, whether it be outside of a church, inside of a church, but make sure that it feels right to you. You know what I'm saying? Your walk with your higher power, or in my case, my Jesus, my God, is your walk. Do not let somebody bash you and tell you should do this. You are wrong if you do that. You know right from wrong. You know what's right. You know you know what a sin is. You know what I'm saying? So y'all stop letting these churches you know, I'm just gonna say this. Go to where you feel comfortable and where you are welcomed and loved on, and where you really can receive the power of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Every church gonna have some hypocrites. Every church is going to have it. That's just the life we live in. You know what I'm saying? However, as long as you know the word and you believe in, you know right from wrong, and you believe in whatever version of the Bible you believe in, that's between you and the good Lord, or the higher power you believe in. But I don't disagree with T.I. when he say that it sometimes feel like church is a business, because it do sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It do. But again, what do we say over here? To each their own. All right. Exactly. So next, y'all, we gonna talk about the yeah, we need to pray for Trey Songz, y'all, because Trey Songz got a lot of stuff going on. I don't know what's going on with Trey Songz. What's going on with the Trey Songz of it all? But y'all, it's alleged that Trey Songz allegedly them punched somebody else. Like, don't y'all remember a few years ago he had then got caught up allegedly in another punching of it all, and you know, actual assault allegedly with that twin, that famous twin or something like that. You know, like, it's just sad. Like, I would think that Trey would, you know, take some steps back, reevaluate his life, reevaluate the things that are going on. But we continuously hear, you know, mostly negative things when it comes to Trey Songz here lately. You know what I'm saying? And it's not always good. You know what I'm saying? So, anywho, yeah, it says hold on. Let me, yeah, because I don't know what this thing doing. All right, let's pause it. All right, so it says, irate R&B singer Trey Songz arrested after allegedly punching a NYC club worker, y'all. This was published by, shout out to New York Post, y'all, and shout out to David and Michaela. Yeah. Y'all, it says the R&B singer Trey Songz was busted for punching a Manhattan nightclub employee in the face, y'all, in a tantrum over being told the spot was closing, y'all. How you gonna punch somebody in the face because the spot is closing? They can't do nothing about that. They cannot do nothing about that. They cannot do anything about that, honey. So anyway, it says the 41-year-old singer. Wow, he is 41. Wow. The 41-year-old singer, whose real name is Tremaine Alden Neverson, was partying with his crew at Times Square Spot Drama nightclub when a worker told him it was closing, y'all. It was closing time around 4:25 a.m. You didn't get enough clubbing done from 9 to 4? How much clubbing do you want to do? And you gonna get mad at these folks and punch them in the face? Oh my God. Oh, okay. Anywho, this was back on December 4th, y'all, and it sparked him to become needlessly irate, y'all. Prosecutor said in Manhattan Criminal Court. Neverson was arraigned on an assault charge for the club clash and was hit, y'all, with an additional charge of mischief in the second degree of an unrelated incident earlier Sunday morning at Mirror, a restaurant and hookah lounge in Manhattan. Now, I'll say my commentary, y'all. It says the early morning incident saw the slow motion, not slow motion. Yeah, I said the slow motion singer allegedly break around $1,500 worth of restaurant property, including hookahs, DJ equipment, and sofas, according to the complaint against him, y'all. Woo-wee. It says that Mr. Steal Your Girl singer, y'all, sported a black-faced mask as he was released on his own recognizance on the charges. The worker was granted an order of protection against Neverson, who is apparently a regular at the nightclub, at the night spot, according to prosecutors. So my whole thing is, you going to the doggone, look, Tremaine, come here, right here. So you don't get enough partying done between the club. I'm gonna say you don't get enough party done between 7. You a regular there. How you gonna go up in these folks' spot? How you gonna go up in these folks' spot? Tear they up, DJ equipment, sofas, all of that, just to be a regular at their place, huh? And then now you release on your own recognizance and got another restraining order on you, Tremaine. My prayers are with you. We need to pray for you because obviously, yes, arrested, y'all. Obviously, you got some stuff you need to work on. I don't know what's wrong with you, but whatever it is, I'm hoping that you can go to counseling or something to get all of this animosity you got inside of you out. Mr. Steal Your Girl, you my Wonder Woman. What's going on? What is going on? You didn't learn your lesson from years ago? Maybe you need to go to church. Maybe that's what you need. The right church. Gets around the real prayer warriors, you know. See, we need them real prayer warriors like we had back in the gap. You know, like the late 99, early 2000s, you know, the grandmas, the mother, you know, the real motherboards, the motherboards, you know, the people that used to wear the hat, the women that used to wear the hat, the big hats, and, you know, the suits and stuff, you know, cook at the church, you know what I'm saying, for the people, you know, do stuff for the homeless and do stuff for the kids and, you know, for the you need them women in your, because I don't know what's going on. Oh my gosh. Y'all, he declined to comment, of course, as he hopped into a black SUV, y'all. Have a good night, brother Neverson told a photographer. So you can say have a good night after you release on your own cognizance, but you can tell you can control your anger because they telling you that the club closed that you go to every night. Now you know what time the club closed because you a regular, but this particular night you so mad that you can't leave that you gonna punch the man, break all they stuff. You don't want to come me. I'm guessing you embarrassed allegedly. But the least you can say is have a good night. No, you need to go apologize to them folks. And you need to pay them folks their money for breaking all their stuff. $1,500. $1,500, even though I'm pretty sure he has it. But come on now. That's not right. It's not right. It's not cute. It's not cool. And we want you to just grow up and do better. Do better. Be better. You know what I'm saying? Drop some music. When the new music coming out? We'd rather hear you drop some new music than to see you always in a doggone, scene doing some crazy, stupid like this. This is crazy. This is crazy, Tremaine. Tremaine, get it together. Y'all, his attorney, Michael, said in a statement that the incident overnight Saturday into Sunday began when Neverson was confronted by individuals who instigated a confrontation and attempted to surround him. His security intervened to protect him and contain the situation, and an altercation occurred in the ensuing confusion, said in the statement. Despite being the target of the initial provocation, Trey was arrested. Public figures are often treated as targets. Are they? As for instigation and pursuit of headlines and financial gain. But this ain't Trey first rodeo. So is this? We need more. We need to see when the facts are the facts. Come on now. Anywho, because every year for the past few years, we literally for the past 3 years, allegedly, it's something in these years that come out about this guy. Everybody ain't saying that. Come on now. Anyway, Trey is cooperating fully in both matters, and we are all confident the full context and facts will come to light. The feisty music artist has had a share of legal run-ins in 2016 when he was charged with aggravated and he's back in court on February 18th of 2026. Tremaine. It can be you. You need to get it together. Anywho, we're going to keep Trey on the docket for prayer and definitely continue to keep an eye on this because I definitely want to be in the know of how this all plays out in court. We need to see footage. We need to see everything because we just don't know. We just don't know, Trey. We just don't know. Anyhow, what do we say? To each their own. All right. So next on the docket, y'all, we have Kierna from the Real Housewives of Potomac, y'all. And she was on the Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen. And, the people was asking her, there was a guest that came up on Watch What Happened Live. And they said, they was asking Kay, what's the current status of you and Greg? And so I'm going to stop and let y'all hear. I'm going to let y'all stop and hear what was said. I'm going to remove it from the screen so y'all can hear the guest ask this question. And this is copyright. Let me go ahead and put that on here before. I do not want Bravo come in after me. Don't come for me, Bravo. Okay, this is fair use. Okay. All right. So let's take a listen. If my thing will work. So that's Kay's response. She said she's at the house, but she's also at the condo actively. And, I want to bring this up because we see a lot of talk about Kay and, her and the Greg of it all. Kay has been very in the weeds of things this season of Real Housewives of Potomac. She got a lot to say about Stacey. She got a lot to say about, what's going on with the Stacey of it all. But we barely just hit the surface of what's going on with her and Greg. And in this new current season of Real Housewives of Potomac, didn't he ask her, did she want a house or a ring? And she chose a house. You know what I'm saying? And then now all of a sudden, she's engaged, and I mean, she's allegedly going to get a ring, because we see in the last episode last week, Greg go get a ring. You know what I'm saying? And also that it's a hot mess. I think say with one storyline and we won't be confused. But honey, Kay and Greg, shout out to them, but they don't know what they want to do, child. I just don't know. I just don't know. But shout out to her. But my thing is, Kay does have her own, med spa or something like that, right? So if she got it like that, she can do it like that. Then shout out to Kay. You know what I'm saying? But I thought that was interesting. You got the house and the condo. Y'all don't just want to live together, or maybe real estate rent, use one of the houses as real estate, draw in some income or something like that. I don't know, but whatever, to each their own, All right, y'all, we're going to move into our last topic of the day. The last topic of the day, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, hit that subscribe button so you do not miss out when I am live. Thank you so much. Whether you're in the bushes or not, a lot of folks be in the bushes, honey. But whether you're in the bushes or not, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you so kindly. All right, y'all. Last but not least, I was not even going to put this on my docket, but y'all, Tia Kemp is so funny. Disclaimer. It is a lot of cursing in this, so I'm going to try my best to turn it down, turn it up when she go to cussing. But I can't promise you that I'm going to get all of the words. But anywho, so allegedly Peach and Peach McIntyre, who is a quote unquote influencer on YouTube, prominent influencer on YouTube, TikTok, has been going back and forth with Tia Kemp for whatever reasons, y'all. It really ain't even a solid reason. It's just Peach got a mouth on her, Tia got a mouth on her, so they've been going back and forth. So shout out to Mag TV. We're going to definitely listen to and watch this commentary, because y'all, when I saw this, I was like, Lord, they is funny. They need to just let this go. So now, y'all, Peach then came back and was talking about Rick Ross and why she do that. Even though Tia Kemp can't stand Rick Ross, which is Tia Kemp's baby daddy, allegedly. I mean, not allegedly on their part, but Tia Kemp allegedly cannot stand Rick Ross, who is her baby daddy. And allegedly, Peach has been going at him, and Tia don't like that. Tia was like, I got my life together now, and I'm really not trying to go back and forth with you. But if you want it, you can get it. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I mean, I understand, Tia. Sometimes they want it. Just come on and get it. Come on and get it since you're calling me. Just call me, call me up. There we go. We're going to watch this, y'all. Fair use.
Baby daddy, no more. Perhaps so big bag.
After her comments about Rick Ross.
You don't gotta cry about your big bag, baby daddy, no more. Perhaps you can even buy your son a car with your own money,
Pumpkin Patch better keep my name out her motherfucking mouth, cause bitch, I don't know you. And you don't know me, ho. Damn right I'm getting some money. Bitch, I don't care if your mammy was charging a motherfucker to do her hair, ho. Like I said, the asshole, and, bitch. I heard you mad at Ann Riley because she took the motion and ran with it. Asshole. Man, get money, bitch. Don't let nobody trick you out the game, because, bitch, I'm sure ain't gonna let a bitch trick me out of. But, ho, you got me up.
Hey, guys, can you believe that Amazon made billions of dollars and only paid
po asshole?
Oh my
Be
God.
sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
I go clean some for me, bitch. Get on live and clean up, hoe. That's what you do. Get online, put that money in the bank, and get online and clean up some ass hoe. What's wrong with you? It's Sunday, bitch. You should have been home cooking 18 slabs of ribs like our mother said. Not with me, bitch.
Yeah, I'm trying to cut this out. All right,
I can't help because mother don't like your mother.
Anywho, so yeah, a part of this is they are going back and forth over a hairstyle, the hairstyle of it all, y'all. I forgot to mention this part. So it's something with the hairstylist, and I guess Peach had made a comment about Tia not being able to pay or something like that, something to that effect, something to that regard, y'all. And of course, Tia has been going at Peach's neck. I mean, just right here on it, right here on it, y'all, on the vein, okay? And you know, my whole thing is when it comes to Tia, Kemp, and Peach, I honestly think that this needs to die real soon. It needs to go away really, really, really fast because y'all, Tia has actually been making really smart business moves. Like I saw her in Kaleidoscopes. That's Judy and the Brat's Judy, which is the Brat's wife. I saw Tia actually in Kaleidoscope's new commercial for their hair care, and she actually did a good job. They did a soul food rendition of like of the movie, and you know, was promoting the Kaleidoscope hair products, and she really did a really good job. So to see her go back and forth with Peach, while it is entertaining, I really hope that they let this simmer and die down really soon, because this is not it. This is not the move. This is not the way. Especially with Tia saying that, you know, she continuously wants to get deals and, you know, do big things. And, you know, sometimes it's better to not respond than to respond. And again, I'm still working on me. Okay. I'm still working on me. Okay. So with that being said, you know, I know while it's hard, but when you want change, you really are going to change for the betterment of yourself and your circumstances. So I hope that they can, you know, just one day this beef, we look up on our internet, this is not going on no more because, you know, whatever. But we know Peach too. Peach has a mouth on her. See that Peach McIntyre, she got a little mouth on her too. You know, she responds to any and everything. You know what I'm saying? She's one of them so-called influencers, allegedly, you know. And you know, it's okay to not respond. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to not respond to everything you see. Just ignore. Don't even engage. Don't even bring them up. You know what I'm saying? If you want to speak on it briefly, but keep it moving, honey, because them folks are non-existent. Either they gonna rock with you or either they not. They gonna have this to say or they ain't. You know what I'm saying? People gonna talk regardless. So let continues to let people talk. But again, in the Tia Kemp situation of it all, and seeing her, you know, elevate to, you know, short films, you know, she's been in films and stuff like that. Like, girl, you don't got time for no Peach McIntyre, but until Peach get up on your level, then hey, it is what it is. Let her talk, let her do what she want to do. But you know, hey, that's just my commentary about it all, y'all. So y'all, of course, before we get out of here, I got some announcements. So on this Saturday, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. I'll be posting on my community tab the giveaway for this Sunday, and I mean this Saturday the 20th and this Sunday the 21st. I gave away a $25 gift card on yesterday. The person has received their gift card. She let me know. And yeah, the first thing was first thing I gave away on the 7th of this month was a nail kit as well. So, you know, hey, come back every Sunday. We're giving things away, you know, the month of December. Also, will be reviewing the Scene ATL on this coming tomorrow. That is the Scene ATL. That is a LGBTQ show. that I will be reviewing each week. They have about 8 episodes. I will be reviewing them. And it is a really good show. But yeah. So yeah, that's coming up. And so yeah, make sure I go check it out. Really good show. And then I will be doing live. I try to do live hot topics every day. And y'all will start seeing me teeter off into like documentaries that I watch. Like I want to start doing like crime shows too, because I really like Cold Justice. Yeah. I like Cold Justice, the Dateline of it all. So I'm gonna start reviewing those shows because I be having a lot to say when me and Sugar watching them shows on Saturdays. Okay. Saturdays is our Dateline and 2020 show days. So I want to start doing those. So y'all will see that soon. Be looking for so this is my second to last announcement. Also too, I'm going to be promoting my Assiduously Destiny channel, so y'all can make sure that y'all go over there and check it out, and run up my subscriptions over there. I'm going to be posting some things over there as well. That's mainly where I want to do like all my shows and stuff. So Uniquely Destiny will be my main page. Nails, praise and worship, a little bit of this here and there, but mainly I'm going to eventually move all of my reviews and such and things to my Assiduously Destiny channel. Yes, baby, we are going up from here. And so, yeah. All right, y'all. So those are my announcements. And then last but not least, before we get out of here, I'm definitely going to go ahead and play Colossal Cole's song Mistake. I'm going to play a short few minutes of the song Mistake, because I want y'all to go over there and run up her subscriptions. Show us some love. Go hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Y'all want some real raw rap. My baby writes all her songs, okay? All of them, okay? No chat GBT, baby, okay? Period. No ghostwriters, none of that, okay? So definitely go show her some love. Go run up her subscription, y'all. We need 100 subscribers by the end of January, okay? Actually, if you can help her get to 500, that would be great, okay? But we need about 100 by the end of this month if you want to. But yeah. So go show my baby some love, and we're gonna, without further ado, just jump into the video of it all. I hope y'all enjoy this music, and then we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. And if y'all have hit that like and subscribe button, thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. All right. Here we go.
Yeah. I made a mistake. I was selfish in the past. I made a mistake. I had to get up on my ass. I made a mistake. I tried something and it didn't last. I made a mistake. I got mad, then I flashed. I made a mistake. Received a lot of hate. Don't hate on me. That's how you get mashed. I'm trying to run it up. I want a whole lot of cash. For the cash, I do the dash. Won't that make me crash? X marks the box into it. I play my hand. In a whole lot of sand. Water always cover my hand. In the water, I'ma flow. Life jacket around my pants. Just that iron, if it went over your head, play it again. Once again, I don't dance. Too many knots in my pants. Tying knots in the rope, giving folks a helping hand. I ain't your friend, I'm just a good nigga. I ain't your friend, don't wanna hang with you. So keep it pretty, keep it cute. Cause when I'm ugly, I might shoot. Let me learn you a thing or two. Just keep it cool. I ain't looking for no problem, but won't hesitate to do you. I know you see how I move. I know you feel it too. You can see it when I walk by, they move. Standing tall, it's on my mind, I'm speaking the truth. I made a mistake, I was selfish in the past. I made a mistake, I had to get up off my ass. made a mistake, I got mad, then I spazzed.
All righty, y'all. That was Mistake by Colossal Cole. You all see it on the screen. Make sure y'all go hit up her subscribers. Y'all 3 subscribers, and now many times I done played her songs on here. Y'all definitely gotta go run it up now. Help us run it up, okay? I really appreciate y'all for watching this video and you know, showing my page love. I'm just asking that y'all go do the same over there on my Sugar's page, and I really appreciate that so very kindly. Okay, so without further ado, I am Uniquely Destiny, y'all, and I have enjoyed this commentary on this beautiful live that I've done. I've given y'all 2 lives back to back to back. Hey, we going back to back. Okay. So yeah, like I said, I may or may not come on here and do nails. I may or may not. But I hope you all have enjoyed this commentary for today. If you have not liked and subscribed to my channel, also be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. For the replay game, hola, bonjour, como estás? I hope everyone is muy bien. I think I need to learn. I hope everyone is in Spanish, because that'll just set this apart, right? But yeah, hope everyone is muy bien, and thank you so much for rewatching this watching this video and always showing my page love. Please go show my Sugar some page love, her page some love, and yeah, I appreciate y'all. Now, yeah, I do have an outro, so let me know how y'all feel in the comments about this outro. Okay, all right, y'all. Love y'all. Be careful, as we say. Pray for one another, and to each their own. Stay safe. I'm out. Bye.